Hello, welcome back everybody. Let's have a look at some of these charts. So I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice. We'll have a little look then, shall we? So it's the first time I got a chance to look today. Didn't make a video yesterday, so sorry about that. So Bitcoin was actually doing some decent moves yesterday, pumping around, testing the top of this area here all the way up to 10,448, and then rejected from it. We're finding rejections now and finding our support on this green 50, always the green 50, always the green 50. Now if the green 50 breaks down, then we're probably coming down to test this level here, about 10,160, yeah, 10,160 we'll call it. But at the moment we're finding decent support levels here, so we might find another little run up before we either break through this, see this green cloud. If we can break through the green cloud, then we're probably going to be going up to towards this area here. At the moment the descending trend has brought us all the way down. At the moment it would be around 10,800 that we'd have to break through. Now if that breaks, then great. We've still got these other areas up here of 11,000 to 11,200, and then to be honest with you, we could be in the clear, possibly, but for the day it looks like we're going to be snaking around this area, probably moving within this cloud, I would say. So a range of about anywhere as low as 10,165 to as high as well, 10,000, we've got 10,500 actually. If either of those areas to break, then we are looking for a continuation of that move. So if this area of 10,160 breaks, then we're looking for a continuation down into the, well, to 10,000 and lower. Like I say, we'll get some wicks like this, but probably break here and end up around the 10,000 area. If we break above this area, then we're looking for a continuation up here to around 10,800. And that's basically how Bitcoin's going to play out within this trend. So this area here, which gets smaller over time, and that would coincide with the tightening of a Bollinger Band as well. This is a resistance area, a support and resistance area within this green here. And either way that we break, we'll find continuation. But like I say, we do have supports and we do have resistances above those areas. But these areas, once they break, it will make a continuation. We'll look at Matic first of all. So, as Binance closed its doors, a lot of people were expecting a bit of a dump, and we did see a little bit of a dump, let's face it. We're on the Satoshi pairings here, we did find a bit of a dump, but also we had big moves from Bitcoin. So altcoins' Satoshi levels will all probably look a little similar to this, because Bitcoin was the one that made the moves yesterday, and even though we did have some moves made from altcoins, it wasn't very convincing, so all Satoshi values will probably mimic this. So we're having a little climb at the moment with Matic, probably in the wake of the whole Binance closing its doors and Matic being unavailable to US customers. Matic is probably going to be static for a little while, but the fact that it's not dumped massively is relatively good. It would suggest that the people in the US citizens who kept their Matic, who have obviously kept hold of them, and it's probably not going to be making any big moves. Yeah, people need to be able to buy this coin at the moment. Its utility isn't great at the moment because it's still not released its beta testnet, so expect pretty much static movement from Matic and holding around this value of between 120 to 140 Satoshis. I would imagine this is where we're going to be until we have some new things coming out for Matic, such as beta mainnet and possibly listings on Binance US and Binance and Coinbase perhaps. So again, snaking around with the tether pairing, not really looking to make any big moves above areas of, well, I could probably say not likely to make bigger moves than about 1.4 cent. I'd say would be our highest level before rejection. But like I say, it's a matter of its facilitation, really. If there's not people trading it, really, I mean, obviously there is. There's a whole world out there, but a large portion of the world is now unavailable to trade on this one. So moving on, one of my new favourites is EOS. So I'm kind of expecting relatively good things from EOS. We've been consolidating after this big move that we had the other day. it's been a will they won't they sort of scenario with EOS, and when we look at the chart, we've obviously been coming down for quite a while, and we actually, you know, it did have pretty decent prospects around this area here. We were around $8.50, sorry, but as things fell down, you know, we came down to this bottom level here, which is where we've just kind of broken out of. One thing I'm keeping my eye on, should I say, and at the moment it doesn't look like it wants to do anything enormous, doesn't look like it really wants to do a great deal, perhaps probably coming down to test maybe even the green 50, which is this area here. But what we're also looking for is the same as everything's looking for, really. Bitcoin wants it, altcoins want it. They want this green to cross this white, signifying a golden cross on the 4-hourly, and that would definitely give it a bit of a boost. Now, as you can see, at the top level here, around $3.95, we've had a series of significant rejections. So for it to get above this area would definitely cause a big break. Probably launching it up to, well, we could probably say around about $4.14, perhaps. But like I say, there is significant rejections at this level here, $3.95. So it's more than likely going to find another rejection on this area here. But if we can keep moving up ever so slightly, we'll form this golden cross. I mean, we've got a golden cross here already. This is just on simple moving averages. It doesn't hold a great deal of relevance. I'd rather see the one on the exponentials would definitely signify a bit more of a buy signal. And let's have a look at the Satoshi value. So I imagine it to look similar to Matic in a way. And yeah, I mean, we had a general sort of pullback over this whole time anyway, so consolidating after the big moves. And then yesterday when Bitcoin was making its moves, EOS didn't really perform very well. I mean, it did okay, but I mean, it didn't do anything like Bitcoin did. So this is what we see as a result of that. And again, golden cross on the simples, but it's not what we want. We want more on the exponentials, and that's a little way away at the moment. Definitely some more movement to down currently, but you know, altcoin dominance is probably going to be finding a bit of a boost as we're looking to have a bit more of a pullback here on Bitcoin dominance. Probably not too much of a pullback, down to this area, just a fraction of a percent really. But if for whatever reason it does take a tumble, or altcoins start to make a boost, we could find our way down at this area here of 71.72. But I mean, just looking at the chart now, this is a bold recovery, and I imagine that if we do consolidate any further than around 72.20, we would come back down here, but we could be looking for a bounce. We're not entirely sure really as we see it at the moment. Not really convinced that it's going to come much further down than 72.25 or 72.20. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. I know it's short and sweet, but I hope you have a nice day and take it easy. Thanks for watching.